If you don't want to waste your time and you want every moment to count while you in the gym, if you want to maximize on all your reps, you got to count calories and you got to eat below your maintenance. So for me, my maintenance was like 2,500 calories and I started eating 2,100 calories a day. And I've been doing this for 35 days and I've already gone down from 171 to 164. That's what? 7 pounds I've lost. And I'm not a big guy, you know what I'm saying? But I know I still have a lot more weight to lose. But what I'm saying is I've been working out for years and could never get this low in 1 month. And I've been consistent multiple years, multiple months, and I've never been able to get down. Never been able to lose my stomach fat. Never been able to lose the side pieces. You know what I'm talking about? The joints that flap over your stomach. I mean that flap over your underwear. You know what I'm talking about? This on the sides a little bit. And I finally got rid of it. And all I did was start counting calories. That simple. I know it sounds crazy. I know people gonna look at you like you crazy, especially if you grew up in a black household. But I promise you, that's the number one thing you need to do. And I promise you won't waste any of your time. And for me, if I'm gonna be putting in all this work, I gotta get something in return. And I've never seen it go this fast. And in some people's eyes, this ain't fast at all. But for me, that's perfect. You know, that's perfect time. In a month, and I lost 6 pounds, like 6, 7 pounds, and I look good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not extreme, but I noticed a huge difference from what I was before. And it's like over time, you don't notice it. If you just take it one day at a time, by the time you know it, 3 months pass and you're going to look phenomenal. And it's like once, I promise you, start counting your calories, you're going to look at the whole world different. You're going to start valuing meals instead of snacks. You're not going to be paying attention to snacks. You're going to start worrying about when I'm going to get my next meal. You're going to be like, yo, I'm not going to eat that because that's going to cost me tonight. And and look, throughout this month, just that first week, shoot, you're going to start understanding that, hey, certain things are more important than others. I don't need this bag of chips. That's going to cost me. I don't need these fruit snacks. That's going to cost me. You're going to start to understand that, hey, I need to eat real food. And you're going to realize while you're doing this, you're always hungry. Don't get me wrong. You're going to always be hungry. You're going to have hunger pains. But it's going to make you value eating a lot more. You're going to understand like, yo, I can't wait to eat tonight. Oh, I can't wait to eat for lunch. I can't wait to eat breakfast. Like, you're really going to start eating whole foods instead of always eating snacks. And that was my biggest problem. I used to snack on everything. And I wouldn't know how to control myself when it came to eating food. And people think we just supposed to just live and not worry about what we eat. But bruh, I'm telling you, like, it's a lot. It's a lot when we trying to be healthy in this world. And it's like, if you not paying attention to what you eat, you're going to eventually end up in somebody's office, somebody's doctor's office, somebody's hospital. You know what I'm saying? You're going to end up somewhere. And regardless or not, no matter how healthy you are, we all got to go. But the thing is, I don't want to go out sad. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go out bad. I don't want to be hooked up to everything they got in the hospital just for me to live, just for me to eat. So I'm telling you, do this for a week. Just count your calories for 1 week. In the first week or two, you're going to be a little dusty, a little rusty. You're going to be like, dang, this ain't a tablespoon. Buy you measuring cups. I'm telling you, they're going to save your life. And they're going to make you understand that, oh, damn, like, this is how much I was eating. You're not even going to understand how much you was eating, how bad you was eating until you start doing this. And I'm telling you, counting calories will save your life in the long run. Right now, and then and there's so many cheat codes to the game. Like, if you're trying to meet a certain protein goal each day, it's certain foods like ground turkey, ground chicken. I know this ain't appealing, But there's so many ways you can make it a good meal. You know what I'm saying? You can have ground chicken and tacos, ground chicken and spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? Just start to understand what you're putting in your body, and they putting the calorie intake on the bags for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And if they didn't want you to count the calories, why would they put them up there? So I'm counting them calories, and I'm telling you, if you count those calories, you'll understand and you'll get to your goal. Some people will be trying to fast. I'm trying to do something that's sustainable. I can do this for the rest of my life. I know it sounds crazy right now, but once you start, you'll get used to it. And for me, I like stuff like this. I like to track stuff. I like it gives me something to do throughout the day. It gives me something to keep my mind on. Like, okay, cool. I had this. Boom, that was this. I put it in the tracking, the food tracker, and it's called Fat Secret. That's the app that allows me to track my food. And I'm telling you, once I started, I was like, in the beginning, I'm like, yo, I ain't doing that. You feel crazy. You look crazy. I didn't even tell nobody I was doing it for a whole entire month until I started to see change. And I'm like, damn, like, just understand, I wasted years, probably good 10 years of just working out to just get basic. I don't want to be basic anymore. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you want to grow. I want to go past basic. I want to start to look good. I want to see my abs. And sometimes, most people have to lose a lot of, not just weight, but fat. And the only way you can really get that fat off is by counting your calories and staying under the amount of calories you need for each day. And that's something that I wish I would have paid attention to before, because I did it, but I didn't take it serious enough. I did it for like a week or two, and I didn't take it as serious. I wasn't cooking. But once I started back up recently, I started cooking. And I'm not cooking like major meals. I'm just eating ground turkey and sweet potatoes. Like right now, my meal choice is not, phenomenal. It's not a long list of things. But as time go on, I know it's going to get better. But for me, I'm one of those people, when I go to work, I don't eat. So now I have something to eat. I'm taking care of myself, and it's hard to get through the day when you don't eat lunch. So now that I have something at least to eat, because I'm one of the people, I used to, as soon as I get off work, I'm going to the nearest Panda Express. I'm going to the nearest fast food spot. You know what I'm saying? Like carry out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I was eating unhealthy. Sardis. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Nando's. All the time. Every day. Multiple times a day. And I was like, damn, like I want to care about myself a little bit more. And this is the start. You start counting your calories, and it don't matter what you do. You can do the bare minimum. As long as you're working out enough each day, for 30 minutes each day, you're going to lose the weight. But I'm going to get into the workouts in the next video. But right now, I want you to focus on just counting your calories. You count your calories, then everything else follows. If you don't count your calories, and if you don't know what you're eating, it's pointless. Working out is pointless. I wouldn't even encourage you to pick up any weight, do anything, if you're not counting calories. And then after the calories, then you can start walking each day, or, worrying about how many steps you're getting in, or how many reps you're getting in. But the main goal is counting your calories. If you don't count your calories, you're not going to see the gains. If you're not watching what you eat, you can't just count your... And then that's the thing. Counting your calories make you watch what you eat. Once you count your calories, you're going to be like, damn, what can I eat that's low calorie but makes me feel like I ate something? And then that's when you start to incorporate watermelon, popcorn, little stuff, berries, that allow you to feel full and still keep you below your calories. And that's when you start to make life decisions. You know what I'm saying? You start to be like, damn, this ain't worth it, bruh. So let me stick to eating this. Lettuce. You know what I'm saying? Lettuce, tomatoes, like stuff that like that is low calorie. Apples, sweet potato, like it makes you feel full. And some water, you know what I'm saying? So let's start with that. Let's start with eating right. Let's eat right. Let's get rid of the snacks. And let's try to find a way to get and for me, I'm one of the people, I love sweet stuff. So I had to do things like eat a lot of fruit because fruit helped me replace that. And after you've done it for like a month, you start to not crave those things no more. Like I used to crave brown sugar so much on everything. Sugar on everything. And now it's like it's going away. Eventually I've had substitutes there, watermelon, and I've had so many things that just come in handy that give me that same high that all the sweets that I used to eat give me. And it's like over time you have so much energy throughout the day. And I just want to see everybody be great, but you can't be great and you can't outwork a diet. So you don't have to do keto, you don't have to do the meat fast, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do all those crazy things. Just count the calories. You can still eat the same. It's just you're going to have to understand that if you eat this, then that means you have to stay below this. You know what I'm saying? You have to stay in your calorie range. But you can eat whatever you want. But at the same time, it's going to force you to be a better person, cook better. It's going to force you to cook more. It's going to it's going to force you to stop eating out as much. And who am I if I tell you to do all these things and I'm not telling you to focus on eating right first? Eat right first, then the workout come, and then that's when the weight loss happens. So, I'm out.